Hello and welcome to the next in my series of what I learned from coaching. Now you're going to see slightly different backdrop this time round. I am in the beautiful Dordogne in the southwest of France. So different location, different kind of feel, I suppose, but similar kind of messages here. And this time I want to talk to you briefly about understanding what you really can and really can't control, and then changing your response once you've got that understanding. Now, on the face of it, that seems really obvious, doesn't it? There's no way us as human beings can control everything. But it's amazing how our brains just don't appreciate that, understand that, let alone allow us to respond in such a way that we understand we can't control things. So when we feel we should and can control things, this really does restrict the way that we can respond in a non-emotional and a rational way. When something happens, and if we feel we should have, we could have, we ought to have, oh, why didn't I? Do some of those sentences kind of ring true? I know they definitely rang true for me for a long time. I shouldn't have said that. I could have done that better. Oh, it was because of me that this happened. You know, we're taking on all of this ownership for so many things that we can't really control. But as I said, our brain doesn't appreciate that. So what then happens is an emotional response from this irrational brain of ours, thinking that we should have or we could have. And if you get stuck in this cycle, it can really reduce your self-confidence and really knock at your self-esteem. Now, what we do know is, well, is if we're in a situation where we feel psychologically unsafe, threatened in a way, what then happens? Well, our amygdala takes over, which is that deep-rooted, old part of our brain, which was only really used when there were a simple situation around, can I eat it? Will it eat me? So that's where this natural response of fear comes in. So if we're in this situation where we felt we should have, we could have, we ought to have been able to control these things, what's actually going on is that old part of our brain, our amygdala, is taking over. And our brain doesn't know any difference between a situation and a saber-toothed tiger. And then what happens when the amygdala takes over? The prefrontal cortex at the front, which is that clever stuff that helps us do all of the rational thinking, helps us communicate clearly, and helps us be innovative, all the stuff that we really need for success in our lives, switches off. So let's go back. If we feel we can or should or ought to control all of these things, that's how we can get into that cycle. So a really simple but a really powerful and effective tool that I learned right in my early days of experiencing coaching is to write down or draw a picture. What can I control? What can't I control? Now, I always emphasise writing it down or drawing that picture, because even if it's in your brain, in your mind, you forget it. But if you've got it written down, when you find yourself in that situation, quite literally pick that bit of paper back up and remind your brain, these are the things I can control, these are the things I can't control. What's just happened now is in the circle of the things I can't control. Now, as normal, I've started you off with a simple tool template to help you think about this. So again, somewhere around this video, there's going to be a link, there's going to be a comments where I'll put that download, and you'll find it's really simple. 2 circles with some of my thinking started off. What are the things that I can't control? What are the things that I can control? I've deliberately left space for you to fill in some of your specific situations as well. And when you find yourself in that situation where you're getting a bit wobbly, pull that bit of paper out, reread it, and maybe each time you add one extra thing onto one of those lists. In the meantime, enjoy the summer. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks now. Bye-bye.